What's up, guys? You remember my green and white infect deck tech? Well, this is my green and white infect deck, but you'll see now it's no longer white. I took the white out because frankly, I didn't like it. I put red in instead. So most of it will be the same, but I'll do the entire thing for you guys again, just because. Because I did do some changing around with the numbers of certain cards. We've got 4 listener elves, which is the same. It's a 1-drop for a 1/1 with infect. Pretty basic. It's kind of the star of this deck, though, honestly. We have uh 4 blight mambas. Sorry. For 2, it's a 1/1 with infect that you can pay 2 to regenerate, which I like. We've got 4 giant growth. For 2, you get target creature gets +4/+4 to end of turn, which is really good since to pump up your infect creatures. We've got 4 mutagenic growth, which you can pay 2 life for a forest, and target creature gets +2/+2 to end of turn. Again, really good to pump up your infect creatures. Since most, if not all, of the creatures in this deck are infect, yeah, we have 3 Spinebiter. For 6, it's a 3/4 with infect that you may have Spinebiter assign its combat damages if it wasn't blocked. Put in the comments what that means, and I'm going to tell you guys what I think it means. Does it mean that when he deals combat damage, you can have him assign some to the player? Is that what it means? Tell me in the comments what it actually means. I don't understand. We have 2 Goblin Shortcutters. For 2, it's a 2/1 with when it enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn, which is good to let your infect creatures through. We have Rotwolf. We have 2 of. For 3, you get 2/2 with infect. And when a creature is dealt damage by Rotwolf that dies this turn, you may draw a card. So you can have Rotwolf block a creature, and then you can, for example, maybe Searing Spear the creature to die, so you draw a card. And yeah, it's for card draw, plus it's a pretty early infect creature. Next up we have 2 Cyst Bearers. For 3, it's a 2/3 with infect. Pretty basic, but a lot of these creatures are. You know, it's pretty stable blocker. Next up we have 2 Ichor Claw Mirror. For 2, it's a 1/1 with infect, but whenever it becomes blocked, it gets +2/+2 to end of turn, which makes it a 3/3 when it gets blocked. Next up we have 2 Plague Mirrors. For 2, you get a 1/1 with infect that you can tap to add a colorless to your mana pool, which is helpful if you're if you're 1 colorless short on a Spinebiter, or you have 1 extra for a Spinebiter and you want to tap your Plague Mirror to play Blight Mamba. Whatever. It's what it is. Next up we have 2 Searing Spears. For 2, it deals 3 damage to target creature or player, which is good to deal some damage to creatures to keep them from attacking or blocking, which is pretty much the only reason. We have 2 Corpse Cur. For 4, you get a 2/2 with infect, and when it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature card with infect from the graveyard to your hand, which is good because if you have, say you play this on turn 3 because of your Plague Mirror, and your listener elf that you played turn 1 died, you can bring it back. Next, and then we have 2 Contagion Clasp. When it's the battlefield target, you put a -1/-1 counter on target creature, and you can proliferate to put on maybe an infect counter on to another infect counter onto a person, or another -1/-1 counter on a creature. Now we have Phyrexian Juggernaut. For 6, you get a 5/5 with infect that must attack each turn of Fable. It's really solid. It's a 5/5 with infect. Come on. It's super solid. We have Briarpack Alpha. For 4, you get a 3/3 with flash. when it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2 to end of turn. It's really good to pump up your other creatures like a Glistener Elf or Cyst Bearer or Phyrexian Juggernaut even. You get a 7/7 with Infect. Come on, who wouldn't want a 7/7 with Infect? Next we have a Krenko Mob Boss. For 4 you get a 3/3 that you can tap him to put X 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is the number of goblins you control. Of course, you can put 1 out there on the turn you play him. Not the turn you play him. The turn after you play him. Or you can put more if you have goblin shortcutters out. But they're really good blockers. And if you don't have any infect creatures, it's a good way to deal some normal damage. Or blockers to defend until you do. Land base, the forests stayed the same. They're either at 11 or 12. We've got 5 mountains, 4 teetering peaks, and then 11 mountains for 20 lands. This has been my red-green infect deck. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter or on Facebook at All Things MTG. I will see you guys later. Bye. Next up, we'll be doing some Commander deck picks and Commander games. Bye-bye.